Hey everybody, welcome back to another Destiny 2 Fashion Friday. Hope you guys have been having a great winter holiday month so far. We've been doing a lot of fun stuff with Dares of Eternity and Grasp and been getting a lot of great loot. I think I've gotten all the pieces of the Descending Echoes and I am a little disappointed in the set, but it's been pretty fun. Today we're going to be doing some Hunter fashion with all those new pieces of armor, Descending Echoes, the Streetwise, and the Deimosborn, I'm probably not saying that right, sets. There's a lot of cool ones. I think they all kind of fit into a pretty slim, like more realistic or like modern day fashion kind of look. So I think like all the sets I got for you today are kind of similar in theme, but all using different pieces in 5 shader fashion, of course. But if you're not into that slim streetwear hunter look, you might not find one you're gonna be too inspired by. But you know, stick around and maybe I'm wrong on that. If you haven't already, please subscribe. This is going to be going out right before the end of the year, and I'm really close to 1,000, and it'd be really cool to hit that. Going into the new year. Thanks if you do. So for the first one, it's a little boring, I'll say. I thought this tiger mask would be really cool and really fun to use, but it's so different. It's really hard to kind of fit into any fashion on Hunter, at least. I didn't try too hard on Titan for that last video because I don't think I had it yet. But I'm having a little trouble with it on Hunter. There's just not a lot of directions you can go. I think you can go like that Khajiit, vendor from Skyrim kind of look. I've seen that done a little bit on the fashion subreddit. I think that looks pretty cool, but the best I could really do without going that route is just kind of the slim, regular, kind of modern look, but with the big old cat head on. I think you could do a Squid Gamey type thing, but I'm not really a big fan of doing like cosplay type stuff, but I think that is a possible route if you are into that show and want to do that. Let's get into the next set though. So for this set, I wanted to turn that Twisting Echo chest piece into kind of a Revenant ice taking over the chest of Hunter kind of look. And I ended up going with Shattered Sky. There's a lot of different shaders you can go with, but I really wanted one that gets the they're supposed to be kind of like bones, I think, but in this case like icicles. I want to get these icicles to turn into a nice shade of blue but have some contrast on the backside. So maybe there's a better one that gets this background like black. That would be really nice, but I could not find one. And this is the one I was happiest with, although it is a little bit of a little too saturated of a blue really, but some of the other ones just didn't have enough pop. Like the blues would be like right what I want, but the background would be like white, so it kind of just like washed out and not really have that impact of like the ice taking over the hunter that I wanted. Went pretty simple outside of that to give the feel of like it's a generic hunter but just getting taken over. I think it would have been a lot better to shade everything more like a black if this base was black, but since it was gray, I kind of went with like light white or light gray and white. Did kind of give like a faceless look with just the little orbs of the Twisting Echo mask kind of shining through. And I think the feathered cloak here does a good job of adding like it's a cold, snowy day look for the hunter, but also the Seven Sisters. You know, it's supposed to be like stars, but I was hoping in this case it would kind of look like snow falling in the animation. And I thought that was really cool. All right, let's get into the next one as well. So for this hunter set, I really wanted to lean into the kind of like futuristic biker setting look, and I really liked a few of these pieces for that. I think this Deimosborn mask does a really cool job of that, but there are so many helmets actually nowadays that you do. They look cool there. I think that one looks pretty nice. The Dendrite Could be shader probably a little bit better for that look. Iron Remembers Cask is usually what I was going for back in the day before we had some of these more cool helmets. I think you could do the Coutier to give another cloak an opportunity to shine, because I do think the cloakless look looks better for that kind of aesthetic. And of course that one opens up a lot more options than just this Coutier cloak. You could do Ginseng even, really. I love the big visor for that look. I really like this one though, because it has this nice white that flows well into this white on the cloak as well. I think the Intrepid Discovery vest does a great job. Wildwood with that vest, in my opinion, does a really nice job of flowing into it. And just a little detail with Ultra Plasmic I didn't have, at least not consciously in my mind, is it has this cool like green snake scale look in some of the lower shader zones. And I think it looks really cool with the Lux, since it has these snake themes, you know, that snake silver decal kind of going down the leg there. Thought that matched up well, and that snake skin looks really cool for this aesthetic in general. Lux, I mean, like I said, this, if you're gonna do slim kind of streetwear hunters, the Lux set is just really hard to beat. With these this Deimosborn mask, I think you could really go a few different directions. I really like that cloak as well. I didn't use it in any of the sets today, but it has kind of a cool like pilot aesthetic actually. I think that's probably what the origins are with the marathon guy, like a crash pilot. I actually did not play this game, so I don't know, but just judging from these pieces here. So you could probably do something really cool with that. I did not, but I don't think it would be too bad. Let's move on to this last set I got for you guys today. All right, final set of the day. This was a weird one, to say the least, but I really like it. It's super colorful. I got all different shaders here, but they all match so well. It's very satisfying. Creepy Victorian Silverhawk ornament going. Kind of in the shadows of this Meridian Constellation cloak, which I'm just in love with lately. I think I used it in the last set as well, but it's just really good. The proportions are nice. I always really like this feathered rim of the hood. Like the what is this other one? The Neotic Kiot cloak. That one's really great as well. But this is my new love, since it's a little slimmer and it fits in a lot better with a lot of different things. I actually got this Terra Chroma shader recently as well. If you want to know how to get it, I'll leave it in the link description, but just a little warning, it costs like $5 US. So yeah, just for the shader. So it's a bit insane that I did buy it, but I've been playing around with it and I've been really enjoying it. I posted a set for each class, Titan, Warlock, Hunter, using this in different ways, and yeah, I've just been really enjoying it. A lot of interesting colors in it, like this red. This is not the shader, but there's a similar green in there, and then this black and the blue shows up a lot more on the Titan, and it's a really nice combo in my opinion. Don't know if I would say it's worth it for this shader, but if you're insane and love shaders like me, then yeah, it is, I think, actually worth it. Yeah, this one is just strange. It's a lot of pieces that I really like smashed together, so I could see if you didn't like some of these pieces as much, how this just would look weird, but I think it does flow well between these kind of bracketed poofy parts into this side of the Braytech combat vest, and just how this big poofy arm kind of fits along with this big poofy vest. I don't know, the proportions are there, the colors are wild, but they're all kind of matching in a really satisfying way. I don't know. This set speaks to me in a way that probably won't for a lot of people. That's why I left it last, because, you know, probably, you know, not as many people make it this far. But, you know, for the crazy people that love shaders as much as I do, I think you'll enjoy this one. So let me know in the comments if you do or don't. And something I also would like to know, do you guys care that I don't use exotics a lot of times in these sets? I'm sure it's less useful in an inspirational type of way without an exotic, since you're going to be playing the game most of the time with exotics. But it's nice to just come in here without an exotic on and just move parts around really freely without worrying too much, because you know, backing out, putting an exotic on, and then kind of resetting up everything again, since I don't lock in some of the stuff, since I use stuff I don't have unlocked a lot, it can just be annoying. But if it's worth it to you guys, then I'll definitely start doing it. It's not that big of a deal. And it is nice to kind of have an anchor point to start a set. But I do think it's kind of limiting, since there's only like a few exotics for each class that people actually use. That's kind of why I faded away from it. Let me know what your opinion is. I'm really interested to hear it. And once again, please subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of this fashion content. Maybe a little more of some sprinkled in PvP content in the new year, but I'm really enjoying this 1 a week fashion only kind of stuff. So that's probably what I'll be sticking to for the most part. Thanks again for an amazing year on YouTube, though. It's been awesome. You know, my goal was to hit 1,000, like, you know, total ever, and we're almost there already. And it's been a wild ride, really fun. Appreciate it if you've been here for a long time, and I appreciate it if you've been here for a short time and you're enjoying the videos. It's always nice to see people reaching out or recognizing me, or just posting some things that I didn't create smashed together in unique ways. So just kind of wild. Thanks again, and Happy New Year, everybody. See ya.